Now, having said all of this, Anil, now let's talk about the current practices throughout the market, right? Is there any new practices, right, or the current practices throughout the industry, across industries, not only in shared service industry or ITES enabled industries, right? Is there any practices which being adopted from some other industries and tried out in the shared services or captive shared services?
So this is slightly complicated to answer because you are asking me to go beyond the scope of the shared services and outsourcing sector. So one thing which has come up across all industries is the sensitivity towards cost. Earlier, the top line was very important. There was a whole set of paraphernalia which was purely looking at the top end, and then there was a small team which was looking at the bottom line or the below the line activities or elements. But right now, the cost elements have become as important as the revenue element, and this is something which is hitting not just the IT industry. It is hitting manufacturing sector. It is hitting just sector that you can talk about, and there is an active involvement from the entire finance vertical to ensure that we bring down the cost. And one thing which is happening across all industries is the reliance on analytics, data analytics. You know, again, I'm going to the the cliched areas of artificial intelligence, natural language processing, NLM. You know, but getting beyond the cliched, I think this has become very important because those are the drivers which are providing the most key information for everybody in terms of what needs to be controlled, what needs to be automated, what needs to be done away with. You know, a lot of practices that we used to do, those have been done away with. If you look at the non-brick and mortar companies like the IT sector and all, there is a lot of focus on realignment of the workspace. You know, we are talking about at least 30% to 70% of people now who are going to be either on rotational shifts or they are going to be working from home and then use hotspotting when they come to the office. Similarly, the way in which the salary structures are going to happen, those are also changing because things like transport allowance are going to get done away with, the Sodexo coupons, those are going to change. You touch every element of the way people work, those are going to get affected in a very big way. The data that is being provided, like that is really working towards the CFO, the finance for professionals are taking a more active role into become CIO, the Chief Information Officer. They are even looking into the CEO role, the Chief Executive Officer role, because that is where they are the most closest to the data. They're closest to the data, which is providing the biggest levers for taking actions, and the slice and dice analysis that these people are able to do. They are able to come from the back rooms and into the front room, and they started driving decisions that need to be taken. And that is something which is happening across all sectors. I've been to a couple of quite a few CFO sessions where I used to be panel speakers, and off late it is more of a virtual session. But the underlying theme, whether it is for somebody from a manufacturing sector or a services sector, the underlying theme is the CFO moving into the front end and driving actions in terms of reducing cost, doing cost optimization. I would, rather than say cost reduction, I would say cost optimization, and driving those results to ensure that you work on the twin principles of improving the revenue as well as reducing cost, and then getting the best results for the company.
So primarily the cost reduction is one key area where
cost optimization, I would like to keep it, because reduction makes a lot of people afraid. It's cost optimization.
Yeah, cost optimization. That's how we need to call it as, definitely.